Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Football United TV. Just wanted to do this quick vlog because it was the day of Steven Featley's funeral. I did try to do this vlog just a minute ago, but I found it a little bit tough. So I had a quick cigarette and cracking a brew for you, Steven. Cheers. What I've got to say, it was a beautiful ceremony. Lots of laughter, lots of funny memories, and his parents, his mum specifically, and his sister, very brave people indeed. And the turnout he had for the funeral was absolutely amazing. So many people you see leaving once the ceremony had finished. It's hard, it's difficult. I miss him so much. A lot of people do. And I think throughout this all, I've learned a lot as a human being on what's important in life. And the most important thing in life is to go out and have fun, smile as much as you can, do the things that you love doing, and just reach for your dreams. Your goals don't have to be a career. It doesn't have to involve money. It can be the simplest of things. It could be the most freest of things you can do. It can be achieved by everybody. I think we take it for granted, life sometimes. When people die, it's very sad, of course it is, but you've got to see the beauty within the hideous sometimes within life, and that's definitely one of my fortes of living. And Stephen was the same. What he had to go through his whole life, having pneumonia when he was born, being in intensive care, and then suffering with his liver disease and not being able to do the normal things like everybody else did. But this is the thing he did. When everybody told him he couldn't do something, he'd go out and do it. Apparently one of his maybe school teachers told him that he probably shouldn't pick goalkeeper as his position because of his condition. And he went ahead and did it anyway. That was Steven for you, wasn't it? It's just really nice to hear some of the things that Steven did in his life. And it's just inspirational, to be fair. And I understand people felt a bit iffy about Steven sometimes and the way he came across on streams, etc. It took me a little while too, like they said in the funeral, he could be a bit of an arse. And he could be. But I wouldn't change that for the world. You gotta have them sorts of characters in your life, and he was a character indeed. Unique, one of a kind. And his love for sports it's impeccable. It's amazing. It's talking about his love for Formula One and Lewis Hamilton, and his love for Arsenal, of course, was truly amazing. And look at the love that Arsenal gave back as well, which I want to applaud them too for what they did, especially Martinelli. And I just wish. I love football and I love Man United. Everybody knows that. They're my top team. As much as I love other teams, they're the team. So this is how it works for me anyway, supporting a football club and liking other clubs. If Man U play any team in the world, anyone, I want them to win. Yeah. But I like Ajax too. They're like my second club. So if I want Man U can beat Ajax, but Ajax have to beat everybody else. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that's how it is for me. And it's just, I think it's got to be Arsenal's turn. And I know people would be like, you're a Man United fan. Why would you say you want them to win the league? For Steven. for Steven. You don't have to be selfish about it. This is definitely for him. It's got to be for him. It'd be a truly amazing thing to happen. And I know that he would have been Arteta in right now. He really would have been. He has to be, isn't he? Maybe he wouldn't have been though, but maybe just because of his character, and he liked throwing the spanner in the works, I guess, which he did a lot on our shows as well. If you scroll through quite a few, in fact, there's the Christmas special one. He come on recently, and he was in hospital, and he come on and he showed his face. You know, a lot of people don't show their faces when they come on streams. He'd do it in hospital because he didn't care. He had a love for it, and yeah, I just admire that a lot. And I admire his family and friends who turned out today. It's truly inspirational to see. Uplifting as well. It's not necessarily a sad day. You know, I'm cheersing to him. That's my boy. Listening to a few voice notes as well of Steven today. It's just nice that I've got that. You know, some people say about technology, you know, it's so bad, but it's got its good things about it. Big up Tiho. It is Tiho, right? And not Sven. Sorry, I do get mixed up. Big up Charlie as well. It was today, mate. Yeah, it was 11:45 this morning. I just wanted to come on and chat because if you're thinking about Steven, what's the first thing he'd be doing? He'd be streaming. So I was like, I'm going to do what he did. I'm going to do what he did. I'm just going to get on and talk about him and just say how amazing the funeral service was today. You know, it was done very well. There was lots of laughs and some really nice pictures of him as well. Yeah, big up Tiho, man. Big up. Yeah, some really nice pictures of him. It was really good to see. And like I said, his family were so strong through that. So strong through that. Big up to Zara. Spoke to her yesterday. And hopefully be able to go up and say hello to them and meet them. That would be good. And just be around the environment that he was, because that's how you can get close to someone that has passed, is you go do the things that they love to do or the places that they love to see. And definitely need people, if you are watching, we need your support for liver disease, children's liver disease to be specific. It's on Steven's channel, S Featley TV on YouTube. If you go check out, subscribe, and if you do become a member, that money goes to charity. So any way you want to help, thank you so much. And I think also the links are on there. The link is in the description below too, if you want to go check it out. Give some money and help out somebody that was in Steven's position. You know, he definitely was all about that every single stream. You know how much he shouted it out on other people's streams too. So yeah, and I hope everybody's cheersing to him today as well, because like he said, he can't wait to go upstairs, so to speak, and have a beer with his old man. You know, so I want to have one with him. You know, maybe I can't see you or anything, but maybe you might be able to see me. It's a nice thought, isn't it? Cheers. We'll be live actually, by the way, shortly, doing a Champions League talk on La Ligue des Champions. If you do want to come and check that out, please do. I just wanted to come on and basically say how I felt about Steven a little bit, about his friends too, by the way. That's including a few of you that are in here now that have done streams with him. And all the group like Bargav, Mel, Marley, Talk, King Say, and everybody else. Big up to you lot, especially Static. Big up to Static as well. We need to get you on sometime, bro. Really do. But big up to you, mate, as well. Meant a lot to Stephen, and big up to everybody, really, that appreciated Stephen. You meant a lot to him. You know, he didn't have the normal life of being able to go out and just hang out with friends as much as you think. So streaming was that avenue for him, that way of getting that. You just don't really realize that, do you? At the time, I remember like speaking to him on WhatsApp just before he went into big up to Manny too, by the way. Big up to Manny, because Manny's S Featley TV's taking it over for him, and he's gonna keep it running. And big up to Manny, man. I can't remember what I was saying now. But yeah, you know, he didn't have the same type of life as we did. We did the same opportunities, I guess is the word. But he made that possible anyway, anyhow. Usually someone in his situation wouldn't necessarily have the strength that he did. And he had so much strength. When people told him no, he did it. It's got to be admired. It really has. And like I say, don't take life for granted. You can't take life for granted. You never know. You never know when you're going to go. You got to wake up like it's going to be your last. And look at that in a good way. You know, I'm just happy to be able to have another day in my life and use his energy. Because whenever I think about him, whenever Arsenal are on or anything, or I see Lewis Hamilton, or I see Ariana Grande, to be specific, I'm always going to think of him. And there's plenty of other things as well, but they're the main things that stick out like a sore thumb. Oh, and his love for garlic as well. He's got passion for garlic, hasn't he, and herbs. And so definitely when I see garlic, that's going to remind me of him. Strange one, isn't it? But it's a good one because, you know, garlic's quite a frequent thing in your life, isn't it? We all like a bit of garlic bread. So yeah, big up to Charlie Hibbert, T-Hall, Charlie Millen as well. One love to you, mate. That garlic comment, yeah, they commented about him loving garlic bread. Not garlic bread, just garlic in specific. And also, they also said he can be a bit of an arse, didn't they, Marley? Which we all knew he could be a little bit. But, you know, like we said, you wouldn't change that for the world, would you? You like that sort of character in life. You have to have those sorts of characters in your circles. His mum's amazing, honestly, she is. I can't wait to go and meet them. And like I said, the whole going to meet them as well is a chance for me to be able to see his life and see the things that he loved and go to the places that he loved going to, etc. Just to get a feel, you know. Because unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to physically meet Stephen. As much as we talked so much on the phone and on streams, we talked a lot on WhatsApp. I look back and I'm like, there's some long conversations. I would have loved to, but like he said, it's difficult because you never know when he's in and out of hospital, etc. So it's hard to always plan a date. And Charlie says, Stephen has watched every single Arsenal game with me since he left us. I feel it. Might have missed the Liverpool one. No, he was there. He was there, man. He was there because he would have been screaming Arteta out because of that loss against the draw against Liverpool. Sorry, even though a lot of people felt it was a loss, I don't. I think it was. You could lose those sorts of games when Liverpool are the way they are at the moment. So generally, I think that was a decent result. I don't think you've beaten them at Anfield in a very long time. So yeah, you're going to get dusted down a few times with draws, aren't you? That's the thing. Like, you can't expect to win every single game now to the end of the season. It's possible. Of course, it's possible. You can go on a brilliant run, but if you accept that you might draw a few games and still win the league, then that's cool. And they're going to win it for him, aren't they, Marley? That's the thing. They are. Arsenal are going to win it for Steven. Martinelli's winning it for Steven too. So yeah, that's pretty much it from me. We will be bringing in the charities that Steven loves so much into the channel. So we'll try and remind people to go and check out the charities, and please do donate if you can. It means so much. Is it Children's Liver Disease Foundation? If you can, go and check that out. Type it in. Go on S. Featley TV on YouTube. Check him out on Twitter. It's got all the links there. The link below as well for Stevens and the charity. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me. I will be back very shortly, like maybe in the next 20 minutes or so, to do La Ligue des Champions, and I might possibly do a United show later on. I'll see how I feel after a few of these tins. You never know, do you? But I'm definitely going to be here for the Champions League one, and I'll try and spruce myself up and get my voice back a little bit more, because a little bit sobby through that, but like I guess a happy sobbing, it was good memories and like crying sobbing, but yeah, thank you everybody for tuning in, and thank you so much, all you lot, for supporting Steven throughout the years. You would have meant so much to him, and I'm sure his friends and family and close ones really do appreciate the love and support you've shown. Have a brilliant weekend if you don't come back for the show in 20-30 minutes. But yeah, have a good weekend, everybody. Okay, take care, and remember, S. Featley TV. Go check it out. Bye bye.